All right, so let's dive in and let's create a menu. Let's have some fun. So we can either go to directly to add menu, and we have the ability to start a menu or start from an existing menu, which again is probably the best way to go. So if I said, okay, existing menu set, or not even that, Yardi template, we'll do community manager. So we're going to start with the community manager. Right, my menu name, let's say this is going to be property accounting, and let's just say PA menu. So we got a property accounting, we're gonna call it the PA menu, and we're going to build it on top of the Yardi template menu, which is the community manager. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right, and it takes me directly into this PA menu. And right off the bat, the app is going to be Voyager. Now you may have CRM and EHR and some other systems, and so you have to be mindful what your app type is going to be. So far we've just duplicated that community manager menu, and so now you can see the screen is a little different setup in terms of now we can drill into this and manipulate the menu set because it's a copy of the Yardi menu, the Yardi default menu. And so let's go with that same example of, we know the community manager menu does not by default allow for unposted bank reconciliations, but for our property accountants, we do want them to have the ability to update bank reconciliations. And so I'm jumping back and forth between my screens, but I want to, be able to show you the live updates as we're working through it. So I'm going to go ahead and assign that menu over here. So what was it, PA? Let me refresh first. Now I'm going to go to my group, go to this group, and then I'm going to find that menu that we just created. Property accounting. Okay. Then I'm going to hit save. Okay, well, I'm going to say, it's telling me each app has to have a default menu. We're going to add some menu items. We're going to delete some menu items, and we're going to see how the system is impacted. Now, again, this is for the trusted backend users, because you can see how much damage can be caused if you're broken links or somebody's out here not knowing what they're doing or deleting things. Like, it can be so messy. And so this is why we call our Yardi Champion course. This is for our Yardi Champions in-house to help serve your fellow users. So, and if you're an accounting manager and you're overseeing a couple property accountants, you want to be able to control menus, giving them access that they need, but also not giving away the farm. So now that that's updated, I am going to just hit the refresh button. I want to sit inside the PA menu so that we can see what's happening live. So first, we're going to start taking away some stuff that is not even relevant, right? So I'm going to take away all this amenity-based pricing, okay? And so let's do that first. So we see analysis, just like we talked about with the structure. The red is the high level menu. So let me move that orange because that's just letting you know what I have clicked on. So we have reports. If I go back to the menu, I've got my reports, and then the next red is going to be amenity-based pricing. And so I'm going to drop down to my amenity-based pricing, and I'm just going to delete all this. And so I'm going to delete everything under the red first, and then it gets me to the red. So I'm going to delete second. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete. So Yardi's even going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete this? I'm going to delete. Yep. Delete. Yep. Delete that. And then I just want to save it there because I just want to us to see the impact now. So essentially, we deleted all the menu items underneath amenity-based pricing with all the clickable links, and so right now we just have something that's going to just say amenity-based pricing. So let me refresh so the database can take hold. And then notice, right? So this is what we would essentially call a broken link or incomplete link, right? Because I see this, but there's nothing to go from, because this one is just the title menu, so to speak, and no drill down. So obviously we want to delete the other piece, but I just wanted to show you what that looked like, as opposed to having the reports and then we're having a drill down where we can actually click on where we want to go. So all the way down to the actual menu that has the function that we need. So go back here, and now let's get rid of the amenity-based pricing. Delete selected. Okay, so now we've totally taken all this off the menu, and once I refresh, it'll update. And just for easier view, let's also look at, we don't use the work order module, so let's say we need to take away the work order module, and let's take away the trust fund accounting. So those are two other ones we want to delete real quick. So I'll go down to the bottom. I'm going to take away the work order. So we're going to do delete selected, and we know it's going to keep dropping down. Delete selected. Again, you want to be very, very careful. You can imagine the disaster if we got in here and deleted some stuff we didn't want to. All right, and then we're going to also do, and again, I like to do it in between the red first, just for easy checking, and then I delete the master title, if you will. Yes, I want to delete, and then we're going to delete trust fund. The reason I don't want to delete the red first, just in case, again, if you're not paying attention, you may delete it and then you forget what the header menu was, and now you know are not sure which submenus you want to delete. All right, so I'm going to save that once again. Find our save button. We'll let that save, and then we're going to refresh the menu so you can see the changes that we did. So I go here, just go ahead and refresh it, right? And voila, you see a couple things are falling off. Excuse me. That menu is always starting to look much better, right? More condensed. Less distractions for our property accountants. We want them to be able to get to the things they need, get to them quickly so they can be efficient and not spend time searching through menus trying to find things. We'll talk about favorites and have your property account set up favorites. So if you're not using that already, please use that. That's a wonderful feature in Yardi. But also, menu cleanup is essential to the success of any property management company. All right, so we've deleted some things, a lot more things that need to be deleted, but let's go ahead and add something now.